Hey everybody, what's going on? That one wasn't even on purpose. What's going on, everybody? Your host, LovelyCheesePizza here, joined by my lovely eating fiance, Michaela. I don't know, she just brought her own demise on that one. And welcome back to Let's Play some more Gran Turismo 3, the ultimate driving simulator, where you can call me now for your free tarot reading. Cleo? You remember Miss Cleo? It's the Cleo Cup. It was...
I remember.
Right over the head. Okay, let's begin. Alrighty. So,
jokes other than your face? You got jokes?
Oh, jokes about the face.
I can make jokes about other things.
Yeah, you already made a joke about me being gay in high school. That's good enough.
I can do gay penis jokes.
I'd rather you didn't.
Okay, then.
Okay.
By the way, everyone, I missed you guys. So good to be back here.
Here's a great question. How does one have a gay penis but not a gay brain?
Well, if you're a guy, which obviously you are if you have a penis, isn't that technically thinking with your brain?
No.
I'm asking because you're an expert.
No, I'm just saying, like, you can't... Can you really make a gay penis joke if one's brain is straight? That is...
I'm a girl. Of course I can.
I'm just saying, does the concept stand up? Anyway, we can go on. That's gonna get off the rails, so let's just not deal with it. So glad I get to do the longest race in the history of the world. As if doing the last one wasn't the longest race in the history of the world. That's great. At least with this one, we're not gonna lose by... Oh my god, why does this keep happening to me in the same spot?
You're making this
I mean, it's like as soon as I go into that turn, Lord Palpatine just fucking shows up. He's like, just do it, just do it. You know you want to hit the wall, so just do it. And then I do. He does the mind tricks. He's not even a Jedi, and he does the mind tricks. He's just an asshole. He's just an old wrinkly man.
Kind of like Jar Jar.
Yes.
You want to go into that debacle? No.
I like Jar Jar Binks. He's an asshole, and he's a terrible character.
And he is the Sith Lord.
I don't think so.
Oh, but he is.
Well, we don't know that yet, though.
Oh, but he is.
There are theories out there.
It was the intended. Read.
But has not come to fruition yet. We have not seen that confirmed. So we just gotta wait on that one for the time being, at least.
Yeah, I haven't seen it denied either.
No, they won't deny that yet. But until it is confirmed, then you know we gotta let it simmer at about 150 degrees for 35 minutes on the stove. And then when we take it out, it'll be nice and fully seasoned with Mrs. Dash, and it'll be ready for human and canine consumption. Cats cannot eat, because cats will get fat and they'll shit everywhere, and then the dogs will want to eat it. As we have found very blatantly clear at the house, is that when the cat shits, the dogs just go straight into the bathroom, and they're like, "Oh, breakfast, nice." No, not the round nuggets of food that are in the kitchen that we're supposed to eat, that people are paying money for to make sure that we have. No, who would do that? Let's just go right square into the bathroom and go open up the door to the buffet and have a couple of shit burgers. That sounds nice. Or as she likes to call it, kitty roca. I mean, which, you know... No, don't do it again! Don't! No! God damn it. I'm so glad there's 10 laps to this race.
By the way, you were going the wrong way.
Huh? I was not going the wrong way.
It said so.
I was preparing to go the wrong way until I saved myself. And then you totally redeem yourself. I would have in that. I hurt myself. Oh god, this is not going over very well.
If you guys think we're funny on here, no joke, it's even worse away from the camera.
Oh god, here we go.
The things that we say and don't share.
Yeah, I should probably be kicked out of this country at some point.
I knows I will.
Oh boy.
At least I have somewhere I can go. You?
Yeah, you have dual citizenship. I totally
I
don't
do.
have that.
I really do.
You'll have to smuggle me in.
In what?
A duffel bag? I don't know.
The only duffel bag I can fit your tall, lanky ass in is going to be a body bag.
Well, then let me do the shit that they did in a Goofy movie, and you can sneak me into a guitar case. It worked for Goofy. We're about the same size.
It would have to be a bass case. And I'm not talking like a bass guitar. I'm talking about an actual bass.
That's fine.
And even then,
It's
that's
not like those are impossible to find. Goofy had fucking sub-sandwich feet, and he made it work for him, so I don't.
Goofy defies the laws of everything.
Yeah, he does. And so does Tevin Campbell's character from Powerline, that he's able to memorize an entire dance and choreograph it after seeing only half of it once. But hey, that song's awesome. That movie is legit. And the fact that they refuse to put that on Netflix really bothers me. But hey, they'll totally put an extremely Goofy movie on Netflix.
Oh.
Well, not like I have a problem with that. I liked that one too. It's just not anywhere near as good as the first one.
It doesn't have power line. That's not fair.
No, but it does have the X Games. It has ESPN in it. So, I mean, that's still kind of cool. All right, I'm not letting the Sith Lord get all up in my steez, okay? He ain't doing it.
Don't let him get up in your swank, babe.
No, he is. I have a restraining order on his swank for that. Okay, we're good. So, now that we've just been spewing a bunch of diarrhea from our faces for 6 minutes.
Not me. You.
Yeah, we both have diarrhea. It
At least
happens.
I look pretty.
Huh?
At least I look pretty.
You do. I look like.
Squidgy.
Yes, I look squidgy. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna roll with it for right now. I had a guy. This is another fantastic customer story because I have people that suck. And so nice. Now that I've been verbally assaulted in the ear with the loudest potato chips on the planet. They are delicious though. They are. That was our first time going to Taco Del Mar. That was a great experience for both myself and for her. I would assume you have enjoyed it, right? I don't want to be presumptuous here.
Baby likes it.
Yeah, there we go. We're good then. Anywho, so I get this customer that comes in the other day. I'm working by myself, and he comes in, and he's like, I'm looking for liver detox formulas. Okay, well I've got a couple I can show you. Had one that I was going to show him right away because it's our most popular one. So I go directly to this one and I grab it off the shelf and give it to him. And he's like, and so I kind of tell him the whole spiel about it. And he's like, why do you like this one so much? You seem really confident in this. It's like, well, it's our most popular one. He's like, well, being popular doesn't make it good. He's like, Obama was our last president. That doesn't, he was really popular. Didn't make him good. I was like, I mean, sure, I agree with that. I wasn't really an Obama guy, but I mean, I was like, well, maybe we shouldn't treat vitamins like politicians. They're not sentient human beings, so let's give them a break. And so I was like, we get repeat customers on this consistently and have been for like 15 years. It was a product that was developed specifically in one of the most prestigious, manufacturing centers in Germany. I mean, it's top of the line shit. I didn't tell them that it was top of the. I can't just tell customers that it's top of the line shit as much as I would love to. That would be funny though. God, I'd love to be able to do that kind of thing in my line of work. I can to some people. There are certain customers I can uncork the bottle and talk to them that way, but
I.e. me.
yes, but for the average Jehoshaphat, I can't do it. So this guy's like, he's like, okay, well, what else do you got? So I go and grab another one. It's the exact same price as the one I just grabbed. It's got a little bit of different stuff in it, and so I'm telling him all about this one. He's asking me questions and all this stuff. And so, then, we compare the two, and he makes a decision, and he's gonna buy the one I showed him first. This is where this entire thing veers off to the left and pisses me off. So we get up to the front counter, and he puts it on the counter, and I ring him up, and he's like, just to let you know, by the way, I'm probably never gonna come here again. And so I'm sitting here flabbergasted by it, and I'm like, why is that? And he's like, well, I really didn't like the way you super aggressively oversold this product to me. I was like, I'm thinking in the back of my mind, how did I aggressively oversell this product to you? And so I was like, what do you mean aggressively oversold? I don't follow. He's like, well, you know, basically the entire time that you were advertising this product to me, you were basically cramming it in my face the whole time and not allowing me to, you know, take a minute and look at it for myself and make my own decision. I'm sitting here thinking, he made his own decision by just bringing it up to the counter in the first place. He made his own choice. And he's like, you know, you never gave me a chance to just, you know, look at the products myself and do all that. You were just too hung up on the idea that you needed to just shove this in my face. He's like, I already knew what I wanted. He's like, and I was already dropping subtle hints to you the entire time that I didn't need your help anymore, but you just wouldn't let me have it. And so it's reasons like that you know, I wouldn't ever want to come in here again. And I'm thinking, hold the fucking phone for a second. You know, I didn't say any of this stuff to him, and I'm like, hold the fucking phone for a second. So you mean to tell me that I have to be a psychic now? I'm supposed to know that you were quote unquote dropping subtle hints that you didn't need my help? I didn't realize dropping subtle hints meant let me continue asking him questions about the product he's selling for the next 15 minutes, and then, you know, and then I'll buy my product. Dropping subtle hints means you, like, walk away, or, you know, you could just simply just say, okay, thanks for all the information, I'm going to take a few minutes to look it over, and then I'll, you know, if I need more help, I'll let you know. But he didn't do that. He just kept talking to me, and so how am I supposed to know that he's, you know, that he's done? And so he's like, you know, I already knew what I wanted before I came in here. I just, you know, my son's a neurosurgeon and my daughter's some other type of doctor. So I already know everything about all this stuff. Which, the fact that, you know, that he, even if he does in fact have 2 children like that, which, you know, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't, but them being in that line of work doesn't really mean anything in the scope of whether he knows anything about liver products or not. But this is where it got weird. He, like, then all of a sudden he, like, turned this weird, like, he gave me, like, this weird, like, passive-aggressive backhand compliment where he's like, by the way, you know, you're doing fine. You're doing just fine. It's like, he's like, but, you know, just, it's just reasons, you know, I have reasons for not wanting to come back in here ever again. And so, you know, that's just how it's going to be. But he bought the product anyways. That's the weird. So he goes on this little weird tangent of how, you know, I did everything wrong and I was horrible, but he still bought the product anyways. And apparently I'm doing just fine, but I'm not doing just fine, because had I been truly doing just fine, he wouldn't have said anything. And so yeah, it's like, so I'm doing fine, but I'm doing terrible because you hate the way that I sell products, but I'm doing okay, I guess. It's like, so, thanks?
Did he have his son check out his brain? Since he's a neurosurgeon, that means he can pull him up for a CT, right?
I guess. Well, apparently he must be the smartest person in the world with his one eye.
I'm going to interject here for a second.
Go right ahead.
So...
Just make sure you're close enough to the mic so they can hear you.
Okay, yeah. Well. Anyway, so many of you guys already know field of study of which I was going to college school, you know, where I nurse. Granted, I understand is not a neurosurgeon, but humor me for a second here. Just because you have a degree in something, just because, even if you are practicing whatever field of medicine in which you are, you know, qualified to be in, medical advances constantly freaking change. Just because you're a neurosurgeon and that is your specialty does not mean that you know everything there is to know about another part of the body. Yes, we all know anatomy. Yes, you know, that's something that you learn. However, you're not a general surgeon, in which case that would be something that you'd be working on day in and day out. You know, that even general surgeons, they bounce from body part to body part. They don't specialize in one specific area. And as a neurosurgeon, you specialize in the brain and spine and nerves. You know, all of those things. It's part of neuro. How the fuck does it have anything to do with the liver? And he feels that he has to interject that insignificant piece of information to you.
Oh, I know why he did it.
To what? To make himself look better? Or that he's more knowledgeable?
Yeah. I'm willing to bet you. I'm willing to bet a fair sum of money that had my dad or my mom or any of our other, you know, adult or, you know, senior-esque type of employees, had they all helped him the exact same way that I did, I guarantee he wouldn't have said a word. But it's the fact that I'm 30 years old. Oh my god, I can actually say that in a sentence. I'm 30 years old, and, you know, I don't look like the typical person that would be working in a health food store that would, you know, look like they know a lick about anything. You know, because, I mean, well, your classic health food store employee, most of the time, or at least the general idea of somebody that's selling vitamins that people view as knowledgeable, are older people. I mean, people think, because in a lot of cases of the way that a lot of millennials act and do things, that if you're somebody in your 30s and you're working somewhere where a lot of knowledge of things is required, they just automatically assume that you don't know it.
Oh, well, I must not know shit then, being, you know, nurse, because I'm 29 years old. I don't know anything.
Hey.
I'm not older.
But hey, I mean, we get that kind of stuff all the time. You know, I get stuff from people like that, like, every day, just about. It's always just they're simple questions, but they're very backhanded in the way they do it. It's always, you know, I ask if they need help, and they give me the, so do you actually know anything about the stuff you sell? No, I'm just standing here at the register picking my asshole, you know, just waiting for the clock to run out so I can go home and die.
Well, that's not necessarily untrue.
I have never picked my own asshole unless I was finished using the bathroom and I was using toilet paper, 2-ply at least. That's the appropriate time for one to pick their own asshole. Okay? That is the only appropriate time ever. There's no other socially acceptable time to engage in such an act. But it's the fact is that the guy treated me like he did because I'm a quote unquote kid still, and that, you know, anybody that's not 50 years or older working in a health food store automatically doesn't know anything until I have to, you know, fucking school his ass and be like, hey, I've been working here for probably longer than you've been working at your job, so I don't want to hear shit about it. I get a lot of people that they don't realize, like, I get the full-on risen eyebrow and dilated pupils when they find out that I've been working, you know, in the health food industry for 15 years. People look at me and they're like, oh, well, you know, he's probably new and he's just here to collect a paycheck and run a register. Here, get a burg, yiggity bliggity, fucking Hansan, fuckle piss. And, you know, I read a couple articles on the internet, so I got my crash course in knowledge of everything. And then they find out, oh shit, well, this guy actually knows things. I underestimated him. Holy crap. Now my life is enriched for the experience. So, higgity bliggity. You know, okay, speaking of the term higgity bliggity, not that that's actually a fucking thing, because it's not. You know what I really hope goes away soon? I really, truly hope that this term goes away soon. It's in those godforsaken Coors Light, is it Bud Light commercials with the fucking dilly bullshit. I hate it. You haven't seen it? Oh god. Well, then your life is in great shape so far that you haven't seen it. Everybody,
TV.
I know. You guys, I'm sure the majority of you that still watch TV know exactly what I'm talking about. They do it, especially on you know, on the weekends for sports, because Bud Light's the sponsor for a lot of sports. And it's just the one that I recall was the one that started. It kind of had like a Game of Thrones looking deal going on there. You got all the people sitting at the high and mighty table, and people are, you know, bringing they're bringing gifts and stuff to the table for royalty, and everybody's bringing up packs of Bud Light, and oh, you please us, and then they're calling a toast or whatever. They hold up their shit and they go dilly dilly, that whole thing. And then there's the guy that brings in like the fine aged wine that would have normally been the highly acceptable gift in such a thing, and then they end up throwing him into the pit of misery. But ever since that commercial, and the fact that they overplayed the absolute cock out of it, I hate it. I want the term dilly dilly to go away so bad. You know what else I want to go away so bad? This
YOLO?
whole well, no, YOLO finally is gone.
Is it?
I think it's effectively gone now. What I really want to go away is this whole sack of bullshit about kids eating Tide Pods. What is wrong with kids or people? I'm sure it's not exclusively left to just kids, but who was the mastermind that decided that taking laundry detergent, little pre-made soap cubes, and eating it, like, who decided that was a good idea? I mean, I know the world can't go a day without there being a stupid challenge, like the cinnamon challenge and the fire challenge. Oh yeah, there was a challenge where people tried lighting themselves on fire because they're stupid. But hey, again, natural selection at its finest.
We really need to stop putting warning signs on face and just let it be.
Yeah, there's population control. I'm sure at some point there's going to be people that are just going to start injecting shampoo into their veins because, what better way to clean yourself out than that?
I feel like I just lost brain cells.
Well, so are all these people that are eating Tide Pods. Can't wait.
But I have a higher IQ, so therefore my IQ is quite valuable.
Well, unfortunately, we live in the world we live in, so there's going to be plenty of things that are going to make it dip down a little.
Okay. If I hear that one of you fuckers sitting there popping pods at all, so help me God, I'm gonna laugh at you.
Well, we probably won't be hearing from them because they'll probably be in the hospital getting their stomach pumped.
I will fucking laugh at you because you deserved it at that point. At that point, you're asking for it.
I mean,
you're not. This is where it comes down to. These people are not that stupid.
Oh, they are.
In the sense of they know that it's bad for them. It's not like they don't know. It's not like, well, maybe I can eat this.
Oh, of course they do, because
it's Russian roulette. You know that it's bad for you. You know you could die from it. Why the fuck are you doing it then?
Because it won't happen to me, they say.
That's right up there with your safe spot.
It is.
I'll give you a safe spot.
Yeah, your safe spot under the ground in a grave,
That's
dead.
the only safe spot that your
feeding
ass
the worms.
has. Literally. The only safe spot that you have that is a guarantee is your grave when you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
And if you did it because you sat there and ate laundry detergent pods, I will make sure that it's on your headstone.
Mm-hmm. The only thing they're missing is washing it down with a nice piping hot cup of fabric softener. Hey,
what about a bottle of Chianti?
Hey, if you're gonna have a Tide Pod for dinner, you might as well wash it down with a nice glass of Downy. You know?
No.
Why not? Hey,
because that's the good shit. I'm not wasting it on them.
Tide's good shit too. Smell-wise, it smells good. I'm not eating one, but it smells good. Just like Downy smells good. I love the smell of Downy. I love the smell of Gain. I love the smell of all those things. But I also have enough fat in my brain that'll tell me not to, go and grab a fork and pop one into my mouth. Cause
I want to check with that guy's son just to make sure.
Oh, well, yeah, a neurosurgeon. I'm missing an eye for one reason or another. Okay, well, now that we've effectively gone through the rounds on that, I think we're going to call it good for the evening. When we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Gran Turismo 3, the ultimate simulator of the driving action of the world, we're going to move on to race number 4, of which I don't know what it is, but at least it'll be a race that is shorter than this one. So, until then, my friends, this is your host, LovelyCheesePizza, saying thank you guys for watching, and if I find out you ate a Tide Pod, I will jump through this camera and I will kill all of you. You're all gonna get it. Not just the person that did it. You're all gonna get it.
And I will hand him the knife to do so.
Have a good day.